Hey everyone, how we doing? Good evening. Hello Rachel. Well done on the Daytona 24 hours, by the way. Quite an achievement. Don't know how you do it for that long. Crazy. Hope everybody's good. Happy Monday. Here we are again. Right, let's get all the little bits and pieces set up like we have to. So it hasn't been a bad recovery week, to be fair, after the week before being a little bit of a pain.
Mapping of the VR coordinate system will begin soon. Press your head against the back of the seat and do not move it.
I am getting back on track a little bit with this 3K goal. I think what I've set myself as a target by the end of tonight in formulas, and what I'm at is about, I don't know, 50 different. I'm going to do this formula race, see how I get on. And then I haven't done a spec Ford race yet this week. I'd quite like to keep up my participation in that one, so I think I might do that next after this, but it depends how this goes. Specs are at, how do you pronounce it, Gilles Villeneuve, whatever it is.
Mapping of the VR coordinate system has been completed.
Oh, I've got a sore throat. Something crazy at the moment. Let's lift that up a little bit.
Pit lane speed limit is 72 kilometers per hour.
Let's get a couple laps in and see how we do. So
Your exit looks clear. Stay behind the line.
109's about my average. 108's at times in a race. Very high 108. It's good for me on my own with no draft. I think I had a couple of 108 and a half or 6s. When I've got my eye in. I do apologise about my constant clearing of my throat. I think we've got about 15 minutes till server race time, so we'll get a couple laps in, I'll check the chat, and then we'll join up and get a couple more laps in. I'm going to publish one of my favourite races from the week from a couple of days ago that I did round here. Got a podium finish, wheel to wheel stuff, really enjoyed it. Always feels really hectic because it's such a short lap. So if anybody makes a mistake, there's not a lot of options to go around them. Plus, you soon catch up the back markers. Or, you know, people that get towed back to the pits and stuff. So it makes for a lot of action, but I haven't had any drama, so hopefully I can keep that going. Sorry. See where this lap puts us. People are doing 109, 111.
P4.
17 people registered. I don't know what the cut-off point is for these. Is it 12? It might be 12. Put the power down a bit early there. Gosh darn it. Yeah, anyway, let me know how your week's going and what you've been up to. I know you've been up to the
guy ahead has just
Daytona, Rachel. That was really good.
109.2.
Good to hear. I think even getting around that, surviving and getting to the finish is great. Sounds like you did well in your stints, which is fantastic. But yeah, let me know what else you've been up to, boys and girls. Let me see if I can better my lap a minute. Felt better.
The guy ahead has just done a 108.7.
Don't like first gear for that hairpin there. It's not really a hairpin, is it? But you know. To get enough speed out of that. Bummer, man.
Sector 3 is 0.3 off the pace.
Alright, I feel like I got my eye in a little bit. Let's see what's going on.
The guy ahead has just posted a 109.1.
Lucky Jeb, how you doing, mate? Much of my week looked a lot like this. Been a good week of racing for me. Brilliant, mate. Nice. Good to hear it. Yeah, Rachel started P20, finished P20 in the Daytona 24 hours. 4 drivers. 6 hours of driving, 6 hours of spotting, 6 hours being a backup, and 6 hours sleeping. I love it. That was all we did last week, prepping for that. Yeah, but this week something new. That's cool, yeah. Like I say, quite the achievement, really, I think. What we at? We've got about another 9 minutes of track time here before the servers open, just about. I just want to check the stream looks alright. I guess it sounds alright for everyone, which is good. One thing I have noticed is because it obviously like records the one eye, I must have it set to the right eye because the cockpit view is like over to the right. I don't know whether I should be centering that in my OBS. Let me know if that's annoying for you guys. Let me know if it bothers you. Let me know if you've even noticed. But yeah, I don't know. I noticed it the other day. I don't know why I hadn't noticed it before.
Take care, there's a car approaching.
Well, it looks like we're going to get 2 splits, and
the guy behind has just done a 109.5.
because I managed to push my rating up a little bit, I'm going to get dumped into the higher one of the 2 if there's 2, I would imagine. So, you know, I got yeah, I've been out of my league a few times in that, I'm not going to lie. Yesterday my sports car license took a massive hit because I wanted to do the advanced Mazdas again around Bathurst, which was amazing fun. So this was the sequence of events. I was tired, right? Get the excuses out now. I was a little bit tired and I thought I really want to do one, and I was in, you know, like when you're in 2 minds and you could regret it because you don't know if your head's in the right place. I think that's what, you know, iRacing is quite, for me sometimes I think it's quite demanding. It's not just a game you just jump into. I was like, right, the race is starting in about 10 minutes. You know, do I want to do it? And then I geared myself up for like, you know what, I've been loving this advanced Mazda series this week. I'd love to do one. So it put me in the top split. Car number 25 out of 25, which, like, you know, not the end of the world, is it? And my pace is all right, but it's not great. It's not like crazy.
Sector 1 is 0.6.
So if I could qualify anywhere near the first half of the field, I thought that would be good. Anyway, ended up qualifying, I think, 15th. So I thought that's good. And then I gridded up, and then there was about 30 seconds left before the go. So Sorry, I've got to try and concentrate at the same time. I'm doing a terrible idea. A terrible job, by the way. Yeah, so about 30 seconds before it said, you know, even the spotter said 30 seconds to go. And then I just happened to glance at my fuel and remember that I hadn't put the race fuel back in. So quickly came out the cockpit, frantically trying to adjust the fuel in the iRacing menu. And then it felt like it took forever for that apply and close button to go green and let me click it. And just as it let me click it, it put me in the pits, so I missed it. So I ended up starting in last place and finishing second from last place. I think I finished 21st out of the 24. I think someone quit out, maybe, I don't know. It was poor anyway, and I lost about, I don't know, 60, 55. And that sucks when you've got a weekly target. I should have just left well enough alone, you know what I mean? Should have been happy with where, well, you know, it was about 100 away from where I wanted it to be, so I thought, if I have a half decent race, you can get another 20, 30 towards it before the weekends. That's quite a good shout. But no, I ended up making it worse. I mean, I still enjoyed it, but starting from the pits, I didn't really catch anyone up. I overtook, like, I think out of the two people that finished behind me, I overtook one of them, caught them up and overtook them, and then the other one, I was about 5 seconds behind and he made a mistake. So I didn't really have to do anything to catch him.
Now 2.1 seconds off the pace. Sector 3 is 0.5.
Other than that, it was about half an hour of hot lapping, if I'm honest. But I really like it. As much as that sounds a bit like masochistic, it's like the only way to get better is to race against these people in the high splits and try and like look at their pace, you know, where they're gaining time and I'm not. I still don't do anything with setups really, and I don't really look at fuel. All I've done with this, for example, is gone to the gear ratio settings and put it on short.
Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace.
I haven't looked at anything else in the settings. So what are we at? 28? So as you can see, I'm hovering right about that 109. And a 108 is possible, I've just got to piece it all together really.
You're 2/10 off the pace in Sector 1.
I'm not trying to experiment like that. Should make for a good race anyway.
Sector 2 is 0.3 off the pace.
Might have gone into there a bit too hot. I always think that's really rough getting a 2 times there because I think I was still facing the right way, if I'm honest. Anyway. That's my 2 pence worth. Right, where we at? Let's have a look. Oh, right, we've got about a minute and a half. You noticed it as well, Lucky Jeb. Yeah, I got in the top split last race. It ended up midfield.
Just done a 109.1.
That's pretty good. I go to Edward Buchanan for setups. Never heard of that. What's that, like a... Is that YouTube or Facebook or Edward Buchanan? I might have to Google that. Setups and track guides help me out a lot in this series. Ah, right, okay. I'll have to do that for next week. Where are these at? Where are these at next week? Let's have a look at the schedule real quickly. Oh, Sakuba, I hate that track. Oh my god, I hate that track with a passion. Phillip Island I really like. Winton, can't remember. I like that one. What's the other name for this one? Jose Carlos? Can't can't remember. Anyway, Navarro's all right. Silverstone's nice. Lime Rock's nice. Yeah, so we'll get some more racing in, but I don't know. I might skip Tsukuba. That just turns into a crash fest for me most of the time on YouTube. I'll give it a go, mate. Yeah, what do you think about Tsukuba? I just find it's like, I mean, last time I did it 1 week in the Mazdas when I was, yeah, and the PCC, what's it called? The Production Car Challenge, or whatever it's called. Oh my God, it was chaos. Just so many, it's those hairpins, people just dive bomb you. That's what I found. I mean, in these cars, in a respectful split, it's probably a lot different, but I didn't have very good pace around there. I did it in a BMW. I was like getting bumped into left, right and centre. It was a bit of a crash fest, but I mean, yeah, it's just something else to learn, isn't it, really? I mean, unless there's any other Formula cars anywhere else, if I want to progress my licence, I'm going to have to give it a go, aren't I? So I'm sure I'll brave it. It'll be fun in the stream anyway. Bit more action, bit more crashing. Yeah, so we've got one guy in here who's 6,500 iRating. I guess I'll be seeing him in a split. A few in the 1,000, another one at 2, 3. So assuming some of these are getting involved in the actual race.
If it exit looks clear.
But I mean, some people have got a ridiculous amount of skill in these cars. I mean, I guess I was talking to a guy the other day who does nothing else but just these cars. Now, in some ways, I admire it, and I think, you know, you've got, you know, you're looking to master a skill in a particular car, and there's a lot to be said for that. But in other ways, it seems quite expensive. Seeing as iRacing charge you the subscription anyway, I look at it as like, you know, jump in and out of stuff, jump in and out of some other cars, get into the dirt. You know, I haven't really tried the oval yet, but like, you know, try some stuff out. You know, I think also there's a way to fall into a trap where you can be an expert in a particular car on a particular track, and that's what I don't want to do. I remember 1 week we were doing Alton Park in the Mazdas, and every race I managed to do quite well. I won one, I come in the podium, I was in the top half of everyone, and my iRating went up and up and up. And then the week after, it was at a track I didn't like, and I went on it a few times, and I just watched it drop because I'd worked my way up the splits. And then I suddenly thought, what's the point? What's the point in just going, oh, I'll do the tracks I know and like, and then I'll get loads of iRating? And it's like, well,
If it exits clear.
that iRating then is a reflection of you in that car and that track. It's not actually a reflection of you and your average skill level. You have to do more than one car and track for that. So I really like the way that iRating split up the ratings years ago and separated the Formula cars and the sports cars. I think that was a great idea, because that encouraged people. You know, if I was racing sports car all the time, I used to love the Mazdas, and then I used to love the Skip Barbers at the time. And I thought, if I ever jumped in a Skip Barber with a higher rating than I deserved really for those cars, I would struggle like hell. And then I think, oh, I'm not doing that again. I keep coming last, or you know, whatever. So nice that they separated it, but I think on a sort of more micro level, the same could be said per car, per track, rather than per, you know, car type. But I don't think they'd never do that. I mean, that would be way too many things to calculate, but it does make you wonder. And you know, for people that just sit in one car type, there was one guy in the Ringmeister, who he's just said in the chat, he said, I love the Nürburgring, and I'm literally just farming my iRating because I know I always do really well at the Nürburgring, so I can sit in this race and I can come in the top 2 or 3 like pretty much any split I'm in. And I just thought, like, yeah, mad respect really for being so good at this track, but is that what happens when you go to another track? I mean, you're obviously quite a good driver regardless, but you just come in here just to bump up your iRating. Does it go back down when you go somewhere else? I don't get it. Anyway, maybe I'm just overthinking it. I just want to have fun really. I'll stop rabbiting on. Let's just message. Right, let's get into this qualifying session. I won't do anything with fuel, but let's see what we do. So we've got me car number 13, so I should imagine...
Okay, Mark,
That's
we've
pretty-
got 2 laps to set a decent time.
That's near the back. I'll have a look in a minute, see how many people there are. I'll start concentrating in a minute on the next lap, so I might chat a bit less, obviously.
The track temperature's decreasing. It's now 22 Celsius.
Oh, well, brilliant. That doesn't invalidate this lap, does it? Going to be some very fast people in here in the high 106s or low 107s, if you ask me.
The leader has just done a 108.1 P2. Sector 3 is 0.3 off the pace. The guy behind has just done a 110.3. The leader has just done a 107.7.
Great with it. Oh, maybe.
Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace.
This is my highest split I remember being in for a very long time. 3.1k. I mean, it averages out, but there's one guy at 6.5.
P6.
One guy at
Sector
6.5,
3
one
is
guy at
0.5
4. I mean,
off the
that's-
pace.
wow. Oh, it's gone down to P7. Oh, maybe I was wrong about the 106s. I'm sure someone did a 106. In a qualifying I was in. I may have just made that up, I'm not sure. Definitely 107s I've seen. Or a 106.9 perhaps. Maybe it was in a race where he's got a bit of draft. That might have been a thing. Okay, with that. Alright, 6th place I was like, oh yeah, I could live with that. Now I'm down to 10th, so it is what it is, guys. Hey Graham, how you doing, mate? Good to see you.
Sorry, I had to take my jumper off. Took my headset off and back on.
Fucking 3.1k. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the results. Okay. 17 cars. Alrighty. I mean, it'd be good to stay in the top 10. If I can stay in the top 10. Oh, I'm now 11th. But if I can get into the top 10, I think I'm just going to do what I always do, focus on being safe.
Fourth to first turn, let's go.
Where's Graham? Graham's... That's a great time, Graham, and everybody above, obviously, but yeah, that's a great time.
Cheers. I messed it up. I had a wiggle on the last section. Well, I think I was on an 8.8 anyway, so it didn't really make a difference.
That's the end of the session, P11.
Oh, where did I get to? Yeah, what am I at? 108, 108.8 for me. That's like a personal best, I think. All right, let's give it a go, guys. Hope you enjoy it. Stay with me, and yeah, we'll catch up after the race. Enjoy.
Just going to try and keep up with the bigger boys.
I'm just going to try and not come last, I think, in this split. Anyway, have fun. GG's, guys.
The race starts in 90 seconds.
Good luck, everybody.
Yeah, so I just want to stay safe. That guy there, Alex B, behind me, I think that's the same guy that I raced against in the race where he was second and I was third, and we stayed wheel to wheel for pretty much the whole thing yesterday. Not quite sure why he's behind me. He's quick. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I don't want to hold anybody up, I don't want to cause any accidents. As long as people are respectful and pass at the right time.
60 seconds. All right, Mark.
I don't have a
get
problem
ready.
with people going past me. It's not about ego.
Okay, standing start. Green, green, green. Left side. Still there. Still there. Hold your line. Clear left. The car in front of us is now Battiston, C license, and their rating is 2.6. Yellow flag, caution.
Well, dare I say it, drama free so far. Bit of a wiggle.
Yellow flag.
Where?
Marco, car number 4, is leading the race. On your left.
Oh.
Hold your line. He's still there. Hold your line. Still there. He's still there. 3 wide, you're on the right. Car left. Still there. He's still there. You're in clear left. Yellow flag, you're on right side. Still there, car right. Still there.
Jeez.
You're right. Sector 2 is 0.7 off the pace.
Wowzers, that was hard to be safe. Whoa. Hopefully they can pull me around a little bit and we can catch up the bigger pack, but who knows.
The driver in front is reckless. Hugo, the license, and their rating is 1.9. V14.
I think Jim was being a bit unfair there. They didn't seem that reckless when they were going around me.
Yellow flag.
I get the feeling someone's taking advantage of a little off track there to take some speed up.
Mark, the next car is Dominiac, C license. Jake, car number 1 is now in the lead. There's an incident in the hairpin. It looks like it's Osso and Matthias.
Oh, sorry. I didn't see you there, sorry.
Sorry, Danny, I think it was you two little wires on there.
Left, that's 15 minutes. Yellow flag.
I've got back end and damage Danny, so we're braking
I
later.
think it might be Matthews.
Oh, a little bit of stutter there.
Incident in Cunningham. It looks like Gonzalez. That was a 109.1. Sectors 1 and 3
Yeah,
are
let's do that
0.6
front,
off
so
the
far,
pace.
it's fortunate.
Sector 2 is 0.5 off the pace. There's an incident in Collier. It looks like it's Matthias. Stay close. You've just done a 109.2.
You know every corner when your heart's in your mouth because you just look at the guys in front and think, please don't crash and end up in my path. I make enough mistakes on my own. I can live with making mistakes on my own. I just hate it when someone else bumps and gets tangled into your wheel and stuff. Sort of why I'm giving them a little bit of space.
Okay, Mark, keep pilot under pressure. He'll make a mistake.
Certainly not setting any lap times there, are we? Up in the 109s, but it's safe and it's fun, and I'm waiting for a mistake.
Your lap time was at 109.1. That's good consistency. Keep it up. Gonzalez
Thanks, Jim.
behind is pitting.
Oh, hey, that was close.
Yo, Josephine Becker, that's not James, is it?
Jake, car number
I
1
didn't
is now
know
leading.
his name or her name.
Sounds like they're having fun up there.
I can't hear. I think, is your microphone muted?
The gap to Dominiac ahead is now 0.8.
Can't hear, Danny.
Bit worried about this guy that's a lap behind coming up behind us. Just hope he's not too pushy, do you know what I mean?
Thank you.
10 minutes to go. That's 10 minutes left.
I've got to stop changing that. Oh,
Incident.
Oh,
I was
no,
thinking
no,
I
no.
was just going to nick it out of you at the end, hopefully.
Car left.
I'd too damaged to catch up to Micah. And I wouldn't know anyway.
thank God that wasn't
Right, the guy ahead of us
meatball.
is Alex. B license, and their rating is 2.5. You're halfway home. Got plenty of fuel. E10.
Feels like damage, maybe that's just a
The guy in
placebo.
front is 1 lap behind. This guy's got a bad reputation. Watch yourself when you pass. Hugo, D license, and their rating is 1.9.
Come on. Oh, sugar.
P11 behind is now 4.0 seconds.
I've got a damaged car. Oh, no one's each other.
You think it might be Gonzalez and Claude. That lap was a 109.2. There's an incident in Rabbit. Looks like it's Dominiac.
Yeah, sorry. I thought I got away with that.
Okay, Mark.
I can't believe
Relay
you should.
Alex.
Still been
The
taken.
gap is now 3.1. Fastest lap for Mikey, 107.3. You've used half your fuel. The car in front of us is Alex, B license, and their rating is 2.5. Lap times are pretty consistent. There's an incident in Collier. We think it might be Claude. Tenth position.
It's safe.
The hairpin. It looks like Becca. Alright, Mark. 5 minutes to go. 5 minutes left. Don't think about the lap time.